I identify as a bisexual cis male, probably a Kinsey 4 or 5. If you'd asked me in high school, I would have described myself as half gay. Now I guess it's more like 3/4. Other ways I identify myself include musician, songwriter, YouTuber, punk, functional though conflicted anarchist, functional vegetarian, I do eat meat but only rarely, nerd fighter, comic book geek, Frank Miller fan, Frank Black fan, Kevin Smith fan, Prince fan. If you know me at all, it's probably not hard to imagine that a lot of the ways I identify myself come to me through the arts. So at times I identify as a strange boy, a loser geek, crazy with an evil streak, a snake, not a citizen, not really here. Lately, I most want to identify myself as larger, better than I thought. I want to think I could stop here myself and do miracles. I'm 26, but I've never identified as an adult. I went straight from adolescent to old man. From why is no one helping me? How can I be trusted to do these things alone? To God damn it, get off of my lawn. That's not music, that's the sound of a dial-up modem. No, when I refer to the prime of Gwen Stefani's career, I do not mean holla back girl. Years ago, I would have identified as angry and as a metalhead because I associated both of those things with masculinity, and I was terrified to not be masculine. Nowadays, I would not identify as angry, and I rarely listen to metal. Guess what? I still strongly identify as masculine. About a year ago, my parents came to town visiting, and while I was at work, my parents, my brother, my sister, and my brother-in-law all classified themselves with the Myers-Briggs, and they discussed where I would fall. The consensus was nobody knew. I don't seem to fit. I've felt like an outsider probably since I was in first grade in a Catholic grade school in Kentucky. I always feel like an outsider. I mostly identify strongly as introverted, but I present extroverted because when I was a kid, I just thought that that was a better way to be. I tend to be very changeable. I remember hating grapefruit, but my mama loved grapefruit, so I convinced myself that I liked it because she liked it so much. And now I really like grapefruit. I thought that this changeability meant that I was schizophrenic. It turns out I really didn't understand the term. What I actually thought was that I was a sociopath, and I still kind of think that that's the case sometimes. I also think I have features of bipolar, but I'm undiagnosed, and I'm totally okay with being undiagnosed. As for ways others identify me, I've been called a control freak, an asshole, selfish, egotistic, narcissistic, a slob, a poet, a good person, a funny person, a caring person, a weird person, and I think that there's at least a grain of truth to all of those things. My job is to emphasize the things that I like and de-emphasize the things that I don't. Apparently I'm doing a pretty good job because recently at my new job I had a coworker just act completely shocked that I could have ever been an angry person because I'm just so not angry at my new job. Meanwhile, at my old job, there are people who think of me exclusively as an angry person. I also have some close friends who seem to associate me most with my behavior of the past, and that can be really painful sometimes, but it's not unjustified. Some people seem to identify me most with this better-than-life character that I play on YouTube, and I'm happy to say that that is less and less inappropriate all the time. This has been a video that I made after Nick Jenkins. He made a video on sexplanations about identity and identification, and it's really good. So you should watch that and make your own, and I will see you later.